Are you someone who struggles to sleep well in the night? Are you someone who struggles to wake up early in the morning and struggles to wake up with energy and refreshed mood and enthusiasm to go about the day and ready to take on the day? Are you someone who falls asleep in the night but wakes up also in the middle of the night, and after that it is very hard to fall back asleep? If any of those things resonates with you, then this episode is for you. Stay tuned till the very end because today we are going to discuss all about sleep. What importance does it hold in our life? How can we improve the quality of the sleep? What all things we can incorporate in our life so that we can sleep better? All right. We all know that sleep is very essential for our physical health and our mental health, but somehow we falter to sleep well. Sleep is a very critical element when it comes to our overall well-being, and we all know that. And even after that, we fail to incorporate the right kind of tools that can improve the quality of our sleep. So, if all any of these things resonates with you, then stay tuned till the very end because there is a lot to know. There is a lot to discuss about sleep in today's episode. Hi, my name is Akshay Tiwari. I am an author of a book called Usher. I'm a holistic happiness coach. I'm a founder of Holistic Happiness Club. Holistic Happiness Club is a place where we discuss everything that is related to happiness, whether it is physical well being, mental well being, emotional well being, or anything else. We understand that happiness is not just about one topic, one choice. It's not simply some very minute or a very singular thing. There needs to be a holistic approach towards happiness, and that is what we take in Holistic Happiness Club. And today's topic related to happiness is sleep. So, without further delay, let's dive into the topic. All right, so let's dive into the topic about and discuss everything about sleep. Okay, so first thing that we need to understand the relationship between sleep and happiness. As in the introduction, also, I said that we all know that sleep is very essential and very critical for our overall well being. So let's just have a quick look what all the areas that it impacts. So on the top of the list, there are some things like emotional regulation and enhanced mood. And sleep also improves the resilience inside us, and it improves optimal cognitive functions. It improves relationships. It is very essential for physical well-being. It reduces stress. It enhances the feeling and the level of energy that we all have to do certain amount of tasks. It enhances the creativity and problem solving ability, and it enhances the overall sense of well being. These are just some of the things that sleep improves. Right. So sleep is very essential, whether it is our physical health, whether it is our mental health. And as we all know, sleep is something that if you are not sleeping for 24 hours straight and 48 hours straight, then you will start noticing immediately that your performance, your productivity has gone down significantly. So it is something that you can immediately feel that it is very important. So it is said that when a person does not sleep for 24 hours, uh, person's ability to make a clear judgment goes down by 25%. If the person is not sleeping by for 48 hours straight, then the person's ability to make a clear judgment, uh, it is reduced by 50%. So there is a joke around it. So that if a soldier is not sleeping for 48 hours, maybe he will be able to still shoot the target, but he will not know whether he's shooting the enemy or he's shooting the friend. Anyways, that was something on a lighter note. So that is a relationship between sleep and happiness. As I listed few of the things that, and you can see all those things are related to multiple areas of our life, right? It is related with our relationships. It is related with our mood, the way we do few things, the way we function and we take decision. It is also linked with sleep. Our physical well-being, our cardiovascular health, our muscle building, and so many other things. Physical well-being is linked with sleep. Our level of stress, and so many other things like emotional regulation, emotional enhancing the mood. All these things are related to sleep. I mean, or you can say the sleep is one of the critical element in improving all those things. So one, if you get sleep right, you are impacting, you are making a positive impact in many areas of your life. So sleep becomes very important. So that was just a kind of a relationship between sleep and happiness, how important sleep is in many areas of our life. And because it impacts many areas of our life, it improves the quality of life. That's how it impacts the overall sense of happiness also. All right, let's move forward and let's talk about some making sense of sleep, meaning um, how does sleep work? Before that, also one question comes: why do we sleep? Okay, and there is no clear answer to that. Why do we sleep? Some scientist who has done a lot of research on sleep, when it was asked to that person, I forgot the name of the scientist, but when it was asked to that person, why do we sleep? He said that we sleep because we feel sleepy. So that's the kind of world we are having at the level of research, that why do we sleep, we still do not have a very clear answer. And there is a lot of research that is still going on in the area of sleep. But what do we know for sure? That there are things that goes wrong if you are not sleeping adequately, and there are things that can get better if you are taking a good night's sleep, right? So how does this work? So as I said, there are a lot of gray areas still about sleep. So I will try to make it, I will try to oversimplify it, that how does sleep work and how does it provides all the benefit it can provide. And if you are not sleeping well, how does this impact overall life? Okay. So imagine that you have a, a ball of energy, a ball of energy or a reserve of energy inside your body somewhere, right? And that reserve of energy, it is limited amount, right? So, and when you do anything, that amount that amount of energy, that reserve of energy goes into that area and provides you the energy. So if you are doing something maybe creative or critical, if you are solving a problem, you are using your brain a lot, then that reserve of energy goes to your brain. If you are doing something intense in physical labor, let's say that you are running or you are swimming or you are in gym or you are doing some certain other things of physical labor, then your that reserve of energy goes into your muscles, all right? And if you are doing anything else, let's say even if you are entertaining yourself, sitting inside sitting in front of a television and you are just entertaining yourself, then also because you need to process a lot of information, you are passing or you are using that reserve of energy by your mind. All right, so anytime you are awake, you're doing anything, you're thinking anything, you are using that reserve of energy. So because if you want to break it down a little bit, then because we have a lot of vital organs that needs constant supply of blood and energy, and when we are awake we are using more than usual, we are using them more than when we are sleeping. All right, so we need a lot more energy. All right, so if this part is clear, then we'll go to next part, which is when we are sleeping, we are not dealing with these things, right? We are not thinking, we are not solving any critical problem, we are not exerting ourselves physically. All right, so when these things are on pause, what happens? Our body goes into repair mode and rejuvenation mode and maintenance and rebuilding mode. All right, every second in our body there is some cell that are dying: skin cell, bone cell, muscle cell, fat tissues, everything. Some of the cells are dying. And when they gets rebuilt, it is mostly when we are sleeping, because that reserve of energy which I was talking about is not going into your brain. It's not going into your muscles to do some physical or mental labor. It is going in a phase where it is rebuilding new tissues, it is maintaining your overall system, it is draining out all those things which are not required in your body anymore, like dead cells or undigested food, or maybe properly digested food, but after digestion there is something which body doesn't require, so it will flush it out. Right, so that's why when we wake up from sleep, mostly we feel like using washroom, and we feel that our mouth is means mouth has collected some of the things that we need to brush out, right? We have sticky eyes, all those things are there because body is trying to excrete whatever it is not needed, and that happens during the sleep. So even if we are awake for like 12 hours, 13 hours, 24 hours, we might not be feeling like brushing our teeth. But if we are sleeping for maybe 1 hour or 2 hours also, when we wake up, mostly we feel that we need to brush, because what all things are not needed, body has uh, accumulated them towards the nearest exit. All right. So this is just a layman terms overview that how does sleep work. So let's review that we have a limited reserve of energy, and when we are awake, we are using that limited reserve of energy in one activity or the other. But when we are asleep, when we are away from those activities, the same amount of energy gets used into repair mode and rebuilding mode, and that's how we get new healthy tissues, where that's how we build build muscles. Means if somebody is athlete, or if you have heard or read about a little bit of athletics, athletes training, so there are three very important factor of an athlete's training. So if you are a runner, if you are into any sport, or if you are into bodybuilding, or if you just do some physical activity just for keeping your body active or by hobby, then you must be knowing this, that there are three very important part. One is obviously your training. If you are training for a marathon, then your runs are very important. If you are going to play for cricket team or anything, then your practice is very important. There is no doubt. But then there are two, if not more than equally important factor, that is your diet, what you eat, and then your rest, because you rebuild yourself during the time of rest. That's how important sleep is, that it needs to be considered as a part of training when athletes are training. All right, so that was making sense of sleep. How does sleep work? All right, so let's move forward and understand the crux of today's topic: how to improve your sleep. All right, so I'll break down this question into 3 points. Point number one, that you need to have a good lifestyle that supports sleeping, and that supports many other things, right? So if you have a good healthy lifestyle, which includes good diet, which includes some form of physical activity, and waking up on time, sleeping on time, and yeah, and some mindful practices that relaxes your mind, either it is mindfulness or meditation, journaling, all those things. So you need to have a proper healthy balanced lifestyle. Okay, this is point number one. Point number two, that you need to have a proper sleep routine. Some people might call it winding down time or unwinding time. So because from morning till evening you are doing so many things, there are so many things in your head running around, and that makes it harder to sleep. That's why you need to do away from all those things that you have been doing for the whole day, and then that leads that will create an environment inside your head that you are going to sleep now. And the third point is that you need to create a comfortable environment in which you can sleep. Physical environment I'm talking about. Okay, so let's break down each point a little bit. So first thing I talked about, a proper lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. That includes that you need to wake up early, you need to sleep on time. That we'll talk about a little bit more, because it is like one thing is related to another thing. So your sleep, when you are able to sleep well, you will be able to wake up on time. And the whole thing that we are talking, that you need to improve your sleep, right? So we'll come back to that one. Okay, and then there is something, two things I will emphasize. Number one is that you need to incorporate some form of physical exercise. If nothing, and at least walking is a very very good physical exercise. If you do not have anything access to anything else, if you are at a certain age, that you cannot do so many physical things, walking is very good. And if you can do some certain other things, let's say weightlifting or in indulging in some other kind of a sport, it's very good. But at least walking. So you need to incorporate some kind of physical exercise in your daytime. All right. And that also include the proper lifestyle. That also includes that you need to get a proper amount of natural sunlight, right? So if you are someone who is struggling to wake up on time early in the day, and when you are waking up you are not feeling refreshed or energetic, and there is one hack which I have learned from Huberman's podcast. Andrew Huberman, he's a neuroscientist, well renowned and well respected. You can go and check out his podcast. It's amazing. On sleep, I think it's one of his earliest podcast. Anyways, so the thing is that when as soon as you wake up, it doesn't matter when you are waking up, as soon as you are waking up, go out and soak natural morning sun. So when you take some morning sun rays, it sets your circadian rhythm clock in your cells. More about it, we can have another podcast. And if you are interested, you can go to Huberman's podcast, and there is a lot more detail, functional detail as well as neurological details as well. Okay, so but the point here is that as soon as you wake up, you go out and sit in the sun rays. And there might be times then that sky is cloudy and all. It doesn't matter. The point is that sun is out. That's how you are having this uh, means all the light outside of your house. So as soon as you are waking up, go outside of the house, spend some 15-20 minutes at least there. So that should be the part of your routine, and then some physical form of exercise, a good diet. More natural sunlight during the day, better it is for you. Of course, you should avoid the harsh rays of sun in the summertime, in the afternoon time. That's only logical. All right. Okay, so this is about creating a healthy lifestyle. 3 points that are very critical. Whenever you are waking up, go out in sun, go out. That's it. And physical form of exercise and a good diet. That's it. Okay, the second point, which I was talking about, that you need to create a winding down routine, or you can say it a sleep routine. So in this one, what you need to do is when before first of all, you need to have an early dinner. So by the time you are going to sleep, your stomach is kind of empty. It's not too heavy that can disrupt the sleep. Okay, and the digestion the stomach digestion has already happened, and the food has moved to the intestines, and the intestines are doing their job anyways. So that's a little bit technical, leave it there. But the point here is that you need to have an early dinner if you want a good night sleep. All right. And the second point which I was talking here is that you should avoid gadgets. The thing is that these gadgets that emits light, when they it is when it is falling on our eyes, it keeps us awake. The chemical reactions, biochemical reaction that needs to go inside our body, that happens in the absence of light. So during the evening time, you should dim the light. You should not use gadgets as much as you do in the daytime. And when you are about to sleep, so let's say 1 hour before bed, you should cut out the gadgets or minimize their use as much as possible. Okay. Instead, what you need to do is you can take a warm water bath, you can indulge yourself in journaling, you can indulge yourself in meditation, something which is relaxing and soothing, which calms your mind, so that when you are going to sleep, you get a good sleep. All right. So this thing that you need to incorporate in your sleep routine. Number one, that you need to have an early dinner. So by the time you are going to bed, your stomach is empty, like 2 to 3 hours before you are going to bed. All right. And the second thing is that you need to cut out all the gadgets and avoid um, high intensity light, or mostly any kind of light, 1 hour before bed. You can indulge in meditation or journaling if you like. That will calm and relax your mind. So there can be many other things as well, but what I'm talking here in this episode are the most essential and critical things that I think I can do. And if I can do, I believe that you can also do. There are so many other things that other people talk about, but what I found that um, when I tried them, I failed multiple times. That's why I'm not advocating those things. So one of the things, for example, that uh, Ayurveda suggests that is nasya, meaning that you need to put one drop of oil in both of your nostrils. That will help in so many ways, but one of the thing is that it will help you get a good night's sleep, right? So, but most of the time I forget that. So I'm not advocating those things. So winding down time and have an early dinner. All right. And the third thing which I was talking about is having a comfortable environment that promotes sleep, like having some natural sense of lavender and yeah, lavender mostly. That has proven in studies that it can improve your quality of sleep. People have reported that it has improved their quality of sleep, and it has helped them falling asleep faster compared to in the absence of it. And then you need to choose a kind of bed means mattress for you that is comfortable for you. Now it does not mean that you need to invest heavily on mattress and the kind of things which are propagating being propagated nowadays about sleep, that you need to have a very comfortable mattress and all. Yeah, you need to have a comfortable mattress, you need to have a comfortable bed, that's all right, but it's sometime it can get overrated. I have seen people sleeping just on the floor and they sleep like babies and they sleep like a log. I have seen people, I myself have slept in the early days that I was not sleeping in a very comfortable bed and was not sleeping on a very comfortable mattress as well, but I was able to sleep very, very well. So when it comes to mattress and bed, I think people overrate them and overestimate their importance. Yes, they are important, but don't take it to the head that if you do not have a good bed, which is in your head that uh, this should be the category or this should be the image of the perfect bed. There's no such thing. If you have done enough exercise in the daytime, if you have winded down, if you are relaxed, most likely you will get sleep in any average comfortable bed and mattress, right? And the temperature, you need to see for yourself. People say that if it is cool, I mean that room temperature is a little bit low, then you will be able to sleep better. But what I have found, if it is too cold or if it is too hot, then it doesn't work for me. Okay, so you need to find yourself for a comfortable temperature that you can sleep in. All right, so these were the 3 points. Number one, you need to have a good healthy lifestyle. Number two, that you need to have a winding down time, a sleep routine that you can follow. The third thing is comfortable environment conducive to sleep. So when you have all these things, now you might be saying that when should I sleep? When should I wake up? I would say forget about all those things. If you are waking up early, waking up anytime, and you are going out in the sun, I think that will take care over time. It will take care your timing of sleep and waking up timing. All right. And one more very, very important thing is that be patient with all these habits. When you are creating your sleep routine, when you are trying to follow, and then don't think that I have been following this routine for 3 days or maybe for a week, but I am not able to notice any change. These things takes time. These things take some time to adjust and seep into the body and create an environment inside your body so that you can follow it on automatic and kind of a natural mode. All right, so be patient. It will take some time, but it will show result. For me, I mean, I have faltered many times my sleep routine and waking up time, but every time I follow these practices, every time I follow a sleep routine and a good lifestyle, these things results for sure. I mean, they will give you result for sure. For you, it might be taking a little bit time because if you have uh, given the problem maybe let's say 2 years or 5 years, at least you need to provide some equivalent amount of months to the solution. It only makes sense, right? So if you have been struggling with a problem from last 10 years, you are not able to sleep well, at least provide 10 weeks to the solution. Create a sleep routine and stick to it. Create a healthy lifestyle stick to it. It will give you result for sure. All right. So that was um, today's topic about sleep, and there are so many things, um, tips and tricks which can be given. But I've just covered the overview and the high level view of sleep, why it is important and what needs to be done. And if you are interested, we can break down each point in one episode, and we can talk about a lot of things and practices, tips and tricks which you can incorporate and which will help you get a good night's sleep. Right. So with that, I would say that this is the end of the topic. If you have liked this information, then please like the video. If you find that this information can help someone, then please share this video with them. And if you like the topic which I talk about, then please subscribe to the channel and please subscribe to the podcast so that you can get to know about the latest episode very early whenever it is out. Right. So that was today's episode. And with that, without before ending the video, I would say the same announcement that Holistic Happiness Club has launched a bronze membership. Currently, it is free. So I would request everyone to take the benefit while it is free and join Holistic Happiness Club. There are so many benefits that you get. The whole list will be given if you click on the link which is given in the description, and everything else that you want to know about bronze membership will be given in the description. All right. And if you want to follow me on social media, Instagram is the place because I'm mostly active on Instagram. Happiness Architect is my Instagram handle. If you want to connect with me on website and get a little bit more information about me, akshaytiwari.in is my website. So you can check that out as well. All right. So with that, I would say this is the end of the episode. Please let me know, what did you learn from this episode? What else do you want to learn from? What else do you want me to talk about? So please let me know all those things in the comment section. And please take care of yourself until the time we are seeing each other and we are interacting with each other again. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of your loved one. Please take care of the people around you. Stay happy, stay blessed. And always remember, happiness is a lifestyle.